Clarke shhh air compressor, 9 litre, small, very quiet. Lovely to have around the home or the factory. No noise whatsoever. Thing just stopped working. Unfortunately, I had to do a craniotomy, or that's the word, on it because the top all around here is welded on. So this is really experimental, really, find out what was in it. Using this, a little bit there, and this, and the fault being is that there's a piston that drives there, that turns there, it's seized. I gave it a quick couple of rotates and it seems to have freed itself up now. If I power it up on the button there, it's now running fine. Yeah, I don't know if my welding skills are up to this, but if anybody did ever want to look inside one of these, and if they did have a problem with that motor, it might be easy enough just to drill a hole, small hole there, that you could then poke something down and get this moving again. I think I'll show you anyway inside it. There's a 3-pin connector down there if you want to lift the motor out, but this tube here is brazed into this outlet pipe. So I have lifted it out. I'll just bend that out of the way a little bit, but whether I'll ever get it up and going again or not, I don't know. It depends if I can weld this back on really, but chance of probably my welding doing that is very remote. I can't seem to find a replacement one of these. The more modern one seems to have this part here, has a flange around here, and it's bolted on in 4 places with a gasket, which would have been nice, but obviously they didn't do it with this one. It's a shame to throw it all away really, but I'll just have to try and find something I can stick on there, a noisier whatever, I don't know, small compressor, because I do find it useful for the odd jobs. I'll just show you the other compressor that we've got to show you the difference. Obviously this is a bit bigger boy. As you can see around here, this can be lifted off and serviced. They're great compressors if anybody's ever needing a very quiet compressor. Definitely recommend them, but I got this one quite cheap on eBay a few years ago. I need to finally give up the ghost to me, but it's just a shame for that. Anyway, that's the inside of a Clarke shhh air compressor, 9 litre. If anybody wants to service, I mean, if I'd have known before, I would have tried drilling a hole, and I could have just tapped and threaded a nut and bolt, or cut a smaller section out and just put 4 screws and a gasket in, but I've gone to the extreme. Anyway, best of luck.